Hey everybody, it's Audra here at Fit Together. Thank you for joining me for today's bar class. The only thing you'll need for class is a mat or towel for our floor work. So let's get moving. We're gonna start with some dynamic movement. So we're gonna take our lunge out to the side, to the other side. Then we're gonna take it back to the other side, bringing it to the center, to a forward fold, down, and roll it on up to stand. And repeating, taking it out to the side, other side, to the back. And center it in with a fold, holding for a moment, and roll it up. Let's repeat. And roll it on, out to the side, to the back, and fold. Roll it on up a few more times. Starting to warm up those joints, getting those muscles going, and fold it over, and roll it on. Two more times on this segment. Roll it up and last time through. To the back. And fold. Let's hold this one a little bit longer. You can wiggle in those knees a little bit. And now slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll it on up to stand. And let's roll back those shoulders a few times. And forward. All right, we're gonna move into our pliés. So, finding a solid surface, you can use a countertop or the side of a chair or couch. We're gonna put our feet into first position, heels together. Toes are turned open, at least 45 degrees. We're gonna lift up on those toes and then slide the heels together. So let me come forward so you can see the setup. We're gonna stack everything over those feet, pull that center in to help with your balance. Let's go ahead and extend those arms up if you can. Balance it out, reach tall through the body. And now let's start with those pliés. Letting the tailbone drop straight down, knees bend right over the toes, and then lift it back up. Lower, lift. Right now we're doing full range of motion. You decide your pace on these. You can take them nice and slow, or if you want a little bit more of a cardio blast, you can speed up. Just maintain good form here, keeping everything tall through the body and lifted. Make sure all of your toes are connected to the floor, whether you're in shoes or barefoot. Five more. Here's 3, 2. We're gonna hold this one down. Center it up, balance it out. 1 inch up and down from here. Check in on that abdominal wall. Keeping it engaged is gonna help you stay balanced. It's also gonna help you stay lifted in your form. Few more counts here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna drop those heels down. We're gonna take our left leg and extend it back in attitude. So our knee is opened up to the side and our knee is also bent. keeping the hips forward. We're gonna lift up into that glute. Feel the resistance right here as you push up into it. Maintaining good form up top, keeping the stomach pulled in, chest is open, shoulders are down and relaxed. Few more counts. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold that leg, pushing into that resistance. Now the work is gonna be on our standing leg. We're gonna plie down and extend it long. Plie, extend. You decide how deep you get into the plie. You can keep it nice and shallow with just a slight bend in that knee. Or you can really take it down and sink in. Just make sure you're still maintaining that push up into the glute on that back leg. 5 more. And last one. All right, go ahead and bring that down, shake it out a little bit. We're gonna go back to those plies, but rotating to the other side. So if you're using a surface, go ahead and turn yourself and connect with your opposite hand, bringing those feet back to that first position. We're gonna lift back up, slide those heels together and engage the abdominal wall. Let's go ahead and balance it out. Lift tall. And now let's start those plies. So connecting onto your bar if you need to. We're gonna lower and lift. Tailbone sinks straight over the heels. Knees flare out over the toes. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips as well. Nice and tall. All right, and again, you maintain what pace you want to. So you can keep it right here, nice and slow. Or if you want, you can pick up that pace, really squeeze those inner thighs together. Few more reps here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, lower those heels down. We're gonna take this opposite side now back in that attitude position. So from the hip, you're rotated open, knees pointing out, toe is pointed in the back and the knee is bent. Pull that center in, open the chest. We're gonna lift that back leg up, pushing into the resistance in the glute. Here we go. You can maintain contact with your surface, or you can try and do this in balance. Bring that other hand to the hip. Check in on your form up top. Stay nice and tall. Again, shoulders are relaxed and back. Belly is pulled in tight. Few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up there. Push up into that resistance. Now the work goes to that standing leg. Plie down and extend. Time to check in on form. Making sure that leg in the back isn't sagging down. Keep it extended up, pushing into the resistance in the glute. Belly is pulled in, chest is open, shoulders back, head is lifted. A few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that leg down. Great job. Shake them out. We're going to move into a full extended arabesque. So turning to the side with your surface next to you. On that inside leg, we're going to stand on it. So we're going to take the outside leg back, outside arm alongside the ear, and we're going to hinge it forward. Now you can take it as deep as you'd like, or that's comfortable for you and your body. Maintaining a nice line from fingertip to toe. You can stop here, you can go ahead and take it all the way to parallel with the floor. Giving this hamstring a moment here to release and extend. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna add some movement. So we're gonna pull it up, bringing that knee up, engaging the center even deeper. Then we're gonna extend it back out. So it's a pull and extend. I want you to focus on flowing through these two positions. Keep it nice and fluid. Maintaining good control of those limbs as they move. And also keeping that abdominal wall fully engaged to help protect and support the spine. A few more of these. Here's 3, 2. Go ahead and hold that extension again. Bring that hand into the hip. We're gonna do a drop on this back leg. Bringing that toe down to the floor and then lifting back up, pushing into that glute. So it's a lower and lift, a rear back mon. If you start to feel any strain in that lower back, bring it upright a little bit. You can still do this work in an upright position, maintaining good form. Just a few more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on up to stand. All right, you should feel most of it in that standing leg. All right, to the other side. So bring those feet back to parallel, hand on your surface, nice and tall. We're gonna take that outside leg back, outside arm alongside the ear, and then we're gonna hinge it forward to the place that works for you. Honor your body here. Check it on form. Pull it in the center. Head is nice and neutral, extending straight out from the spine. Hold. Really reach through those fingers and toes, creating that beautiful long line through your body. All right, we're getting ready to add that movement. So pulling that knee up, squeezing and crunching into that center, and then flowing back out into that extension. Pull and extend. Again, focus on fluidity here. Nice and smooth movement. Really reach. here. Here's 3, 2. Last one. We're gonna hold it back out there again. Find that good form. Pull everything in, lift, reach. All right, that extended leg with a pointed toe, we're gonna lower it down to the floor and then push up into that resistance. Lower and lift. Bring that hand down to the hip. Keep that center core engaged. Pull it in tight like it's laced up with a shoelace. Make sure you're not letting that leg just drop with momentum on that lowering. Use control. Tap it down gently. Again, if your lower back is starting to ache or you're feeling some tension there, bring it a little bit more upright. You're gonna lose a little bit of range of motion, but that's okay. You're still hitting resistance on that back side. We've got 5 more lifts. 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it on up to stand. Great job. All right, we're gonna head down to the mat now for some floor work. We're gonna start out with planks. So let's go ahead and get into our plank position. You have options here. You can always do these planks against your countertop or sturdy surface. Just create that line through the body. On the mat, you can come up to a full extended plank or you can do a forearm plank. You can also drop those knees down to help support your lower back. You're still working that core, but with a little bit more support. For those of you who want to challenge today, come to your hands and knees. Now you gotta have strong knees for this one. And then pushing into your toes and hands, lift those knees an inch or 2 off the floor. Holding here. You're gonna feel those quads engage and also getting deep into the core and into your upper body. So we're just gonna hold here for a little bit. Focus in on your breath. Nice steady flow of breath coming in and out of the body. Helps to keep you focused. But it also brings oxygen to those working muscles. We're over halfway there. Again, you don't have to hold your plank this whole time. If you feel your form starting to falter, take a break, sit it back in child's pose or in a stretch that works for you. And then you can jump back in if you like, working on building endurance. All right, we're counting from 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Sit it back for a quick stretch. Really reach those arms. And bring it back up. All right, we're gonna go to a seated position. We're gonna do some abdominal work. So we're gonna do some twists here. So for this, we're gonna sit up tall in the spine. Feet are flat on the floor with the knees bent. And we're gonna pinch it back just a little bit, feeling that abdominal wall engage and contract in. Strength coming from lower back as well. So you wanna keep those shoulders back and keep the spine tall. You can keep your feet on the floor. For a little bit more challenge, you can hover them up. We're gonna bring our hands into center. We're gonna twist to the right and then twist to the left, side to side. You pick your pace. You can take these nice and slow, or you can speed it up. Just make sure you're maintaining good form. You should feel a nice rotation using those oblique muscles. right, we've got about 10 more seconds here. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set those feet down if you have them hovering. We're gonna bring our hands behind us, and our wrists are gonna line up right under the shoulders. Fingertips are pointed towards our body. We're gonna plant weight into our feet and hands, and we're gonna lift those hips up and hinge it towards the feet just a little bit. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over those hands still. So lifting that pelvis just a little bit, we're gonna do some tricep dips. So elbows are gonna bend straight back, body's gonna lower down towards the floor, and then lift it up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Important here that elbows go straight back. Now a modification for this, you can keep your legs and hips on the floor and just lean back into those arms. Same thing, elbows bend straight back, and then push up in the hands using strength from the back of the arms to lift. So your choice of options. Just have a few more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it back to a seated position, and we're gonna roll it down to flat. So setting that head down on the floor, arms come along your side. We're gonna bring those feet and knees to a bent position and bring them up to tabletop. You should feel your spine push down to the mat and hold there. So we're gonna drop our toes down to the mat, and then we're gonna extend those legs straight to the ceiling and lift up into the hips, lifting them towards the ceiling and down. So drop the toes and lift. Drop the toes and lift. Now this lift is a very small movement. It's more of a contraction than a ranged movement. So focus on feeling that deep contraction in the core as you press those toes towards the ceiling and push down into the mat with your back. Pace here is your choice. You can do these nice and slow, or you can add some speed to them, creating a more challenge form of the exercise. Five more. We're gonna hold those legs up there. I want you to push down into that mat. Push down with the back. Feel that lift in the hips and that deep engagement in the core. We're just gonna hold it here. Really press those legs nice and long. Point those toes to the ceiling. We've got 5 more seconds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and pull those knees in. Great job. Extend those legs straight. Bring those arms up over the head for a full body stretch. And let's pull those knees into the chest. Usually in bar class, we do a 10-minute stretch. It's a very important piece of bar, helping us to recover from the strenuous exercise. We're gonna do a quicker stretch here, but feel free to extend your stretch out after this video is done. We'll try and hit all the majors. So let's go ahead and take those knees over to the right. Pivot them over, and then we're gonna open the chest back to the ceiling. Extend those arms wide and get a nice twist in that spine. Lift that far shoulder and bring it back to center, this time to the other side. Pivoting to the left and extend those arms wide. And bring it back to center. Extend those legs back to the ceiling. This time, pull those legs towards you. And go ahead and flex those feet. Push those heels up towards the ceiling. And let's keep those heels together. Drop the feet down, bending the knees into a butterfly stretch. And extend those legs back up. We're going to roll on up to sit. Bringing those legs out in front, toes pointed up. We're going to reach down towards the ankles. Try and stay lifted in the spine, nice and tall. Keep that head up. And now lift it on up. I'm going to turn towards you. We're going to do a quad stretch. So pull one leg back behind, pulling the heel towards the glute. Stay tall and open in the chest. Get a nice stretch on this part of your leg. And release. Let's go to the other side. And release. Bring those legs into crisscross. We're going to reach it overhead and lean into that stretch. And lift. And to the other side. Lean it over. And to the other side. Let's take those arms open wide, push the chest open, keep those hands down low. And now reach them up overhead, pressing the palms together, drop the fingertips down between the shoulder blades, elbows point up to the ceiling, lift in the spine. And now extend and lower down. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm counting down the days till we can meet together here again for class. Until then, stay tuned for videos and be good to yourself. Have a wonderful day.